Hello everyone, Dylan here with another Wicked for Good set review. And this one's on Glinda and Elphada visit Munchkinland, of course. So on the front of the box here we have the Lego Wicked logos and the same border as the rest of the sets, or same new board, that is. And picture of the set that there is in Munchkinland, of course. And then recommended ages is 9 and up. Set number 75690 has 744 pieces. And on the back side, which have another view of the set and a couple other pictures there, and also lego.com, and also the logos again and there. And now onto the manuals, which couple different two separate ones to build amongst two people, of course, and also those little odd poor renderings that there has been for some time. And then first image is the transition from plastic bags to paper bags, and add for the builder app. On the backside, just Lego logo and random bricks. Then add for the other Wicked for Good sets, and then last building steps there. And then all the pieces that come with the set, of course. And again. And then the last building steps there. So now, first of which we have Glinda, which obviously new different variant for Wicked Part 2, then, or Wicked for Good, I should say. And as he does have torso print, dress printing, all quite good for how it is, and also kind of a nice shiny metallic-y kind of look to it, which we barely much see nowadays, but nice to see here. Face printing, same as we had in a couple previous sets, and hairpiece also same as in the wedding day set as well, and then the staff, which kind of similar to previous, like we had in previous sets, of course, and then obviously same tiara piece as in that other set, but yeah. And next of which we have Elphada, which, well, torso print, leg printing, all the same as we had in a couple of sets last year, but in the head print or face printing, also same from there, and then same exact hair hat combo piece, also as in sets last year, and of course wielding a broom there, and also a new unique shoulder pad piece, which is all new to this one, so which kind of nice for how that is, but yeah. And then lastly, the only exclusive one is Block, BOQ, which with quite plain leg piece, and then quite kind of good torso printing, face printing as well, and that cap piece, like we saw, but engraved like we often see on some Imperial Inspector Imperial Officer minifigs and Star Wars sets, and of course holding the little axe piece, and then onto the back sides of each of them. So you do have some quite good back torso printing on each of them, but yeah. Although this selection, which kind of fair, but although it would be nice if like one or two of the Munchkin ones from the beginning of part 1 could have been included, but yeah. Now, first for the builds is this little landing pad for Glinda, which is kind of a little facade and little scenery built to it, and like for one side of which is just this sand green minifig stand kind of piece with these special leaf pieces on the sides and a little different leaf piece on top and on the bottom, of course, with different flower pieces around it, and also larger ones as well, and also this gold kind of piece on there as well. Then on one side, which is a little small representation of one of the flower fields in both bright pink and dark pink, and also some of the recent tulip pieces around, and of course on a swivel on there, and then also this little hinge plate with that, and also a stickered tile piece that is a sign saying Munchkinland, of course. And then onto this little center part of it, which is, as you see, these rounded plate or tiles, and on a rounded plate there, of course, with a single stud on there, in like yellowish orange and yellow, of which representing the yellow brick road. And then some gold bar pieces acting as steps to there, and then also have Glinda's important bubble, of course, which is just kind of its own separate thing, which is held on by a single stud on there and a couple leaves on the back, of course. And then on to this little part of it, which is kind of the main bottom part of it, which has a couple of small slopes in pink, and also one of which with a sticker saying tap to bubble, of course. And also this around it is for her to stand right on to, of course, and also in kind of both ways of it, and got her well representing her in the bubble, of course. So there's a little extra view without the bubble stand, and there. And lastly is the Munchkin house itself, which, as you can see, quite interesting build for how it is. And also with a nice, good, consistent color scheme of nougat, tan, and red and reddish orange and orange, and also dark tan above, and also a little bit of everything, and some others as well. And like some sets, like mostly Harry Potter sets of Diagon Alley and such, is large open space in the back of it, of course. Well, like for this front part of which does have a few rounded tiles to be sort of like rounded cobblestone kind of pathway, and then also a couple of the Lego Movie 2 heart pieces, or heart plates, but in green, probably just to hold those all together, and then also some neat use of some curved slope pieces around there, and then also this kind of unique door piece for that with the little answering door part, but is also a sticker to that and opens right up like so. And then one of which you have, but also acting as a little lantern is this little stone piece that was also in the Dungeons and Dragons collectible minifig series last year, and a tassel piece from the Lego Movie or Lego Ninjago movie set line, of course. Then one side of which is this little window facade, or one of those window pieces, which from the Animal Crossing sets, and some more of those tulip pieces again for that kind of around the bottom part of it. And then one side of which has this little extra archway part, also with that window part as well. And also you have this little banner piece with a sticker on it saying "Beware the Wicked Witch," which obviously in the beginning of part 1 during the current time just falls right down since Elphada has been defeated by that point. But obviously since this is in the main time of it, it'll be held right up, of course. And then as for this top play part of it, which comprises mostly this large pre-made cone dome part, which like we also saw in a couple of earlier Harry Potter sets, but now in dark tan, and also same with the drilled piece above, and then also that little globe piece on top, but in dark tan, which kind of workable for walking, of course. But then as for the roof parts, which kind of a mix of jumper tiles and plates around it, and also there's like on ridge plates on as well, in both red and reddish orange for that. So obviously great pieces to use for mocking if you can. And then on one side, which is just wedge plates with the same kind of thing going on, and other side as well. So good bit of symmetry in this set. And then back, and also the very top part is this orange roof with just a couple curved slopes around it, of course. And onto this back side of it, which still in this archway that has a random clip for something, and then also have a little dining room or dining living room area with this mini table with a couple teacups there, and then also a few a few various tiles acting as a rug or carpet, and then also have this little sink-like area, which is just like the table part is resting on a little jumper on there, and also it's all on a regular 2x4 brick, and then has this like few aqua pieces around, and then also a little sink and teapot, of course. And then right above it, which is a little bathroom area with a smaller version of that sink, and then also a small bit of a toilet as well, and then also a little book reading area with a little hanging shelf of books and random things, and then also a little lying down area of it. Oh, also forgot to mention, same kind of thing going on here, but also a sticker showing both Mr. Goat from part 1 and that one little Munchkin as well. Yes, anyways, and back onto the upper level is have this little bed-like area with kind of simple build or simplistic build for this bed, of course. Which with a tile piece with this sticker with a pattern on it to be the covers of it, and then also the rounded plate from the Super Mario theme, but with a sticker on it to be a rounded rug, of course. And obviously with that piece there can place anything onto the bed, of course. So now for my overall verdict, I think this is a quite good, very good set for how it is. Like, obviously good. So this a little representation of Munchkinland present in both parts, and also great to have the uh, little bubbling station for Glinda, of course, also present in both movies, and also nice having an exclusive variant of Elphada with the shoulder pad and such. But as for the price point, which I say pretty good for how it is, like good price per piece, of course, but also this set also works out as a good parts pack. Like get a lot of reddish orange and red and orange and a lot of Duke, of course, and also plenty of tulip pieces that you can add in to your box if you want, and And then also, and as for the playability, which very little playability to it, like obviously the main bar, and of course the one bit which is Glinda's bubble, of course, and of course like most, and of course this kind of feeling almost like some of the like of some Harry Potter, Hogsmeade, and Diagon Alley sets, kind of its own thing with kind of a display bit to it, but at least it's at least nice to have some of that going on like here, but not in Harry Potter. But yeah, and then oh, what else? Not much, but yeah. And as for the and of course, but also a fair good size for the price as well. And what else? But well, and obviously good to have an exclusive variant of Glinda, which obviously well fitting to this for good movie. But yeah, and so what else to say? Not much, but yeah. And so now, if you're looking to get this set for your Wicked set collection in honor of Wicked for Good, then definitely pick it up. And if you're looking to have plenty of red tile pieces and and some of the red pieces for your mocks, then definitely pick it up. And yeah. And so now that's about it with this video, this review. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.